What's going on, people? I just want to preface this video by letting you know this was recorded weeks ago. And of course, things changed, and it just didn't feel right to be posting videos when I originally wanted to post this video. So that's why everything that you're about to hear is going to sound really old, but it's just because I lost the desire to post about sneakers with the changing climate. So that's why everything you're about to hear is going to seem really, really old and outdated as far as the information. But enjoy. I miss my producer. Anyway, let's see. That's my mark. He's cute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Legend. I am back, and I am back with a video that, how can I put this? It's gonna piss a couple people off. But before I get started, I hear you asking already, where did I get this shirt made? Well, I'm gonna put it right here for you. I'm actually planning some Legendary Kicks merch to go out, and I'm actually gonna add some merch to my 500 subscriber, so that's gonna be part of it. But many of you, like me, have been watching the Last Dance documentary and have been following the story of the 86 through 90, 2005, seems like, Chicago Bulls team. And I'm not going to go off on a rant on that, just because while I enjoyed it, I wasn't a fan of all of the moving pieces that took place, just trying to understand it. I felt lost for a little bit, and I've seen there's been a lot of feedback from other players and things like that since that took place. But that's kind of how this video is going to start, because during the Last Dance, or during a couple of the episodes of the Last Dance, first there was a shock drop for the the Jordan 5s, Fire Reds. Didn't hit, didn't really want the shoe, not a fan of 5s. I've owned one pair of 5s in my collection, that was the Bel Air 5s, and I recently sold those because I never wore them. And for weeks we thought, hey, we're gonna get some more shock drops. Maybe, please, please, please. Maybe we're gonna get the Chicago ones. Didn't happen. However, and thanks to Unbreakable Kicks, I know he'll never see this video because I'm not that big, but thanks to him, he kept saying, hey, there's gonna be a shock drop. Hey, there's gonna be a shock drop. Hey, there's gonna be a shock drop before the last episodes. And he said it was gonna be of the Flint 13s. Now, long story short, I've been a fan of the Flint 13s since 2000, not the first release, I think that was 2005, 2010. I've wanted a pair. My tattoo artist, Josh, had a pair, and I was like, yo, let me get them. He wore a size 10, 10 and a half. I wear a 9. I was like, yo, let me get them. I can make it work. I gotta have this shoe. Gotta have this shoe. I need this shoe in my life. And for years, they kept saying, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And it never came. And I got to the point where, as you all know, as we grow older, 20s, 30s and up, your style starts to change. And I wanted these shoes for the longest. And then I finally found out they were coming out, and I was like, oh, I gotta have them. And then I was like, well, now I kind of don't want them. Then I fell into the hype. I started watching videos, started checking the hashtag Jordan13Flint on Instagram. I was like, I got to get these shoes. And when that shock drop happened, which I hit on the desktop, and I got that different type of Gotham screen, I was hyped. I was like, okay, let's go. Shoes on the way. And with Nike, by the way, y'all shipping, and I get it, gotta do better. I ordered a pair of shoes on that Friday, got delayed. That Saturday, got delayed. And I ordered again on Sunday, which is the shoes I'm about to get into, which is the Jordan 13 Flints, and I got them yesterday, which was Friday. Let's talk about it. Now, like I said, it was something that I really wanted for a long time, but just like a lot of things in life, when you want something for long enough, by the time you finally get it, you don't want it, or it doesn't exceed the expectations like it probably would have if you got it the first time. And again, this is going to upset some of the sneaker culture. I already talked to my homeboy, and I call him Sensei. I already talked to him, and I said, hey, listen, this review might piss a couple people off, but here they are. Now, these are the Jordan 13, Air Jordan 13 Retro in Navy, University Blue, in Carolina, size 9, which is a personal pair, of course, for me. This is the shoe. This is the shoe, and you're probably seeing the reflective nature of it. I'll try to get some B-roll of the reflective and the non-reflective, but for this video, and of course the light, you're gonna see a lot of the reflective. So I'm gonna we'll just grab this one. This was the shoe that I wanted, and I got it now. And I'm unimpressed. And I'll tell you why. My style has changed so much since I wanted this shoe that when I opened it, now granted, when shoes come out of the box, a lot of times they're choked up really tightly and just, they're not what they're supposed to be, or they're not the shoe that they're going to be when they hit your foot. But I got this out of the box and I was excited. The doorbell rang, ding dong, went open the box, got hyped, sprayed it down, because you guys know. Took them out the box and I said, oh. Now, I'm not taking away anything from this shoe, what it meant to Jordan brand, what the motto meant to Jordan. But by the time I got this shoe, I think this has been 10 years since the last one, it's a collector's item at this point. It doesn't look good with a lot of jeans, so this would be a jogger's type of shoe, and I'm not a baller. I'm not going to play baller, and I'm not going to, use the, Tiger Paw outsole for traction. I'm not going to, loosen it up and to feel some of the air. I'm not going to do that. With all these shoes that you guys can see in the background, it takes me a while to get to a lot of my shoes anyway. This is going to be one of those shoes that sits for so long that you go, damn, I forgot I had that one. Or till you go, all right, it's been in my collection for 2 years now. I haven't worn it other than maybe to do an on foot for you, which I don't even know if I'm going to do for this particular shoe because, again, I don't know if this is it for me at the stage of life I am. Now, I called my homeboy, Steve. Steve said, I understand 100% exactly what you mean. It's an awesome shoe as a collector. This is an awesome shoe for small foot gang, for the ladies. This, for me though, with the tapered jeans that I wear, or the skinny jeans that I wear, doesn't quite fit like I want it to. The baggy jeans, which, would swallow up the whole shoe, which is how we wore it 10 years ago. I'm not at that era either. So this shoe here is an ideal. This shoe is the shoe you wanted, that you go, I wanted it and I finally got it. Now what? I was excited because I had fallen in love with you. Now that I got it, what am I gonna do? It's kind of how I feel about it. Shout out to Tyrese for that. But let's kind of go over it really quickly now that I've ranted about it for quite a while. You have your leather toe box. You're seeing, like I said, the 3M reflective, which was missing from the last iteration of this shoe. You have your Carolina blue hit on the tongue. One thing that I'm not a fan of is how bulky this tongue is and how much it sticks over. And I think that's part of the issue with the shoe. I have the He Got Games. This is how I used to store my shoes. I used to take a picture of it, put it on the box, and get an idea of it. Now, this isn't the release from, I believe, 2 years ago. This was the one before that. And if you can see, there's not a lot of wear on this one either, because, and it still has that fat tongue, it just doesn't fit my needs. This is a shoe that I had to make myself wear. And when I think about making myself wear this one, and I barely wear this one, now granted, this is a better colorway, I just don't know if that's something I'm gonna keep. The history behind the Jordans and what this means, for the company and collectors and people go, oh, I've wanted this shoe since I get it. I get all of it. But this one here, I don't know. So what I want you guys to do right now, before y'all start flipping out, because I'm sure some of you all are typing already, tell me how you feel about this shoe. Tell me, did you hit on that shock drop? Tell me, are you waiting until the 30th for when these drop? I believe in my mind and my heart that this is going to be a massive, massive GR. If you've seen Nike and Jordan brand lately, the 5s, they keep restocking. As a matter of fact, I think I got a restock earlier today. Those DMP 6s, keep restocking. The ones that I want them to restock, that Jordan 1 Royal Toe, they won't do it for me. But I think that this is going to be a massive GR. I think this is something that if you actually put the footwork in and download the apps, some of these stores are starting to open up, so check your apps to see if you can start reserving shoes on site. But I think if you really want this shoe, there should be no reason why you can't get a hold of it. But this one here, I think it's going to get a dust tan, as Mike Rich would say, while sitting in a box, if I hold on to it. One thing I've always loved though about this, and one thing I did forget while I was talking about it earlier because I went off on a tangent, is the hologram. I think that's always been the coolest part of the 13 outside of the paw of the outsole, is just the hologram. Nike, while I got you, hopefully you're watching. Quality control has got to get better. These are a DS pair of shoes, and I've taken some B-roll where you can actually see on the bottom, it looks like it's been worn just a little bit, but as you can see, it's still factory laced. And there's a lot of glue marks on this shoe, or on it's this one. There are a lot of glue marks on this shoe to make me think that's why I believe there's gonna be a whole lot of pairs, because it's just a lot of mistakes that are being made. And normally that typically takes place when they're making a lot of those shoes. But again, this is just, throw those over there. This is just my opinion on the Jordan 13 Flints. I love them for what they were. I don't know if I need them right now, but make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at IamLegend716. Well, again, put it right about here. Take a look at my shirt. I will put the link in the Instagram for the people who made this shirt in my bio below. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and hit that bell for notifications. It does stuff for the channel that helps my video get placed in areas where you can view it a little bit more easily without having to search. I appreciate everyone who takes some time out to watch some of my videos. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. I have if you missed some of my old videos, I have a Hefe Lux insole that's going to be sent out to a lucky person, and I will actually get some of this Legendary Kicks swag together, and I'll send that over to you. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you all. Peace.